Hey guys, Christmas is coming, so I created a really typical Christmas makeup, a really sparkly eyes and red lips. Hope you guys like it, and let's get started. First, I'm gonna put on my primer. This is the J.One Jelly Pack. It is a really tacky primer, so it's better to pat it onto your skin. It really helps your foundation to stick to your face better. Moving on to foundation, I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I've been loving this lately. It creates a really smooth canvas and yet is not too drying for my dry skin. I personally think this foundation looks the best when you apply it with a beauty blender. And then I'm gonna conceal my dark circles. I'm using the Glossier concealer. I've been really loving it because it's really hydrating, but the coverage is not that high, so you might have to use something else if you want a higher coverage. To conceal my spots, I'm gonna use a concealer with much higher coverage, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This concealer works great in covering spots, but it is a little too drying for my under eyes. And now I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown to fill in my eyebrows. And then I'm gonna set my brows with a tinted brow gel in the shade Quiet Brunette from MAC. I'm gonna use the MAC Eye Base as my eye primer today. And then I'm gonna use the MAC eyeshadow in the shade Wedge to contour my nose and my chin a little bit. Moving on to eye makeup, I'm taking the MAC eyeshadow in the shade Texture to mainly focus its color in my crease. And then taking Raw Sienna from the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm gonna mainly focus it at the outer corner and blending it into my crease. And then taking the lightest shade from the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm gonna use a really small shader brush to focus it at the inner corner to the center of my lid. I feel like that color is not light enough, so I'm taking Yes Please palette from Colourpop, taking the shade Full Sip and doing the same step. And then taking Raw Sienna from Modern Renaissance palette again to blend out any harsh line. Taking the Colourpop Golden State of Mind palette, I'm gonna use the shade Paid the Piper. I'm gonna place it over the light eyeshadow that we just put on. I feel like that wasn't intense enough, so I put it on with my finger. And then I'm going to take Raw Sienna again to blend out the corners. And then I'm taking the shade Paid the Piper again to put it at my lower lash line, more like in my inner corners. Here comes the really sparkly fun part. I'm gonna take Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Diamond Dust and use a really small brush to place it at the very center of my eyelids. I'm also gonna put it at the very center of my lower lash line. And then taking the Colourpop eyeshadow again, I'm gonna use my finger to blend out the harsh lines. And then just use a black liquid liner. I'm gonna do a really small wing. I'm gonna take the shade Golden Egg from the Golden State of Mind palette and place it at the outer corner of my lower lash line. And here I'm gonna finish off my face first before I move on to mascara. I'm taking the Sephora bronzing powder in the shade Lost Cabos to contour my face. gonna use two blushes today. The first layer, I'm gonna use a really light pink shade. This is a Benefit Dandelion blush. The second one I'm gonna use is a really bright pinkish red shade from MAC. It is Frankly Scarlet. I'm just gonna dust a little bit of this at the highest point of my cheekbones. And then I'm just gonna curl my lashes and put on my mascara. I'm gonna put the names of the mascaras that I used down in the description box. Moving on to highlighter, first I'm gonna use the Essence Pure Nude highlighter at the highest point of my cheekbones and kind of all over the place because it creates a really nice glowy finish. And then I'm gonna use a more intense highlighter from Milani just to put it at the highest point of my cheekbones. Moving on to my lips, I'm gonna put on a lip primer first so that my liquid lipstick will glide on better. Moving on to the most Christmassy part of this makeup look, I'm gonna put on Ultra Matte Lip from Colourpop in the shade Star-Crossed. Here I'm just blending out the edges a little bit. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wish you all a really happy Christmas. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All the information and social media will be linked down below in the description box. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!